Hi you two, and welcome to today's English lesson. The title of today's English lesson is Compound Nouns. Now this isn't something that we've talked about very much in school, so it's something new, but I think it's something that you'll pick up really quickly. So I'm going to quickly show you what compound nouns are, then I'm going to go through an activity with you where you're going to have to keep pausing the video to have a go. And then I have assigned you a task on Doodle to have a go at completing independently. Okay, so compound nouns, that's where we have two root words, so two nouns that we put together to make one word, and that one word is called a compound noun. So for example, you might have the word foot, and you might have the word ball. So you've got the word foot and you've got the word ball. If you were to put those two root words together, if you were to put those two nouns together, it makes one word, it makes one compound noun, and that one compound noun would be football. Let's try another one. We might have sun as one word, and we might have shine as one word. If we put those two words together, we end up with one compound noun called sunshine. So it's as simple as that. It just sounds a little bit complicated in the name. So what I would like you to do is continue watching, and when I ask you to pause the video to have a go at the activity, write your answers down on a piece of paper and send those to myself and Miss Collis, either on Class Dojo or the Google Classroom, and we can have a look at those for you and see how you have done. And then don't forget to log into Doodle and earn as many stars as you can for Year 2. It would be lovely to see Year 2 at the top of that leaderboard this week for the amount of children that have gone on and accessed the work. So, as I've just told you, compound nouns are two root words that are put together to make a noun, such as foot and ball. You put those two words together and they make football. So I'm going to go through a couple of activities now, and you will have to keep pausing the screen or pause the video should I say, to have a go at the activities, and then afterwards you're going to have a go on Doodle. So this is just a quick activity just to secure your understanding before you work independently on Doodle. So on the screen here you've got lots and lots of pictures. So I'm just going to go through what the pictures are just in case you're unsure. Then you've got to match the pictures together to make a compound word. Okay, so we've got butter, eye, rain, cow, cup, lid, cake, boy and coat. So pause this video and see if you can match any of those pictures together to make any compound nouns. So well done to those of you that had a go at that activity. I'm going to go through the answers with you now. So the first one, we had butter and fly. Butter and fly, the two root words together, make a compound noun, butterfly. We then had cow and boy. You put those two root words together and they make a compound noun, and that compound noun is cowboy. Cow and boy make cowboy. We've then got an eye and we've got a lid. Put those two words together, eye, lid. It makes a compound noun. We've then got rain and coat. You put the two root words together, they make the compound noun, rain, coat. And the last one, we've got a cup and we've got a cake. You put the two root words together, they make the compound noun, cup, cake. So well done to those of you that got any of those right, and a super well done to those of you that got them all right. If you got them all right, or if you got some of them right, make sure you send them across to me on a piece of paper and I can put some dojos on for you. So well done to those of you that was able to do that. Right, the next one is a picture of a beach scene, and within the picture are lots of smaller pictures that make compound nouns. So you can see the arrows are pointing to the pictures, and then you've got some letters that are a little hint for you. Okay, so the first picture, have a look. See if you can write down on a piece of paper what the compound noun would be. So pause this video, write the compound noun down, just for this picture here. Okay, good. Next one, this picture here. Can you write the compound noun down? This picture here. Pause the video, write it down. Well done. Then we've got this picture here. Pause the video and make it clear what I'm pointing to, what the girl's wearing. Pause the video and write that compound noun down. Next one, again, it's what this little girl here is wearing. Write the compound word down. Pause the video, write it down. And the next one, write the compound noun down. Remember, a compound noun is two root words put together to make one word. Next one. Same procedure. Pause the video, write the compound noun down. This one here, look where the arrow's pointing to. And last but not least, this one here. Who is this? What's their job? Write the compound noun down. Fantastic. Well done to those of you that were able to do that. You can tick your own work or get the adult at home helping you with your home learning to tick this for you. So we had sunshine, starfish, armband, sun hat, football, deck chair, seaside and lifeguard. So well done to those of you that were able to make all of those compound nouns. Okay, we've got another picture. I'm not going to go through all the pictures now. What I'd like you to do is pause the video and write down all the compound nouns that you can see in that picture. So pause the video and then I'll go through the answers afterwards for you. So well done to those of you that did that. Here are the answers. We've got snowflake, fireplace, gingerbread, pine cone, snowball, snowman. So well done to all of you that wrote down all of those compound words. Oops. Right, another activity for you. Again, on our compound words, it says, a nasty dragon has hidden lots of compound words in his maze. Can you help Nick the Knight to find them and spell them correctly? The highlighted squares will also make the password to release Nick from the maze. Click on a number to reveal a clue. So, there's lots of compound words in here. And what's going to pop up on your screen are two pictures. You've got to put those two, so you've got to figure out what the pictures are. I'll help you with that. Put those two words together to make the root word, and that will help the dragon get through the maze. Oops, did not mean to do that. Sorry, you two. So the first one, here's your pictures. Look, what have we got here? We've got somebody's arm. And we've got a chair. put those two words together to make your first word. Write it down on a piece of paper. What's that first compound word? You can count the boxes as well to make sure you've spelt it correctly. Make sure you've got the same amount of letters. Okay, pause the video if you're not quite finished. The second one, let's have a look what we've got here. We've got an arrow pointing down, so down, and then we've got some stairs. Put those two root words together. What compound word do you make? Write that down for me. Next one, so pause the video again if you haven't quite finished that one. So here we've got a picture of a bath and we've got a picture of a room. What compound noun can you make out of those two pictures? We've got a picture of a bath and we've got a picture of a room. Next one. We've got a picture of somebody chopping something and we've got a picture of a stick. What would that compound noun be? So pause the video if you haven't quite had enough time. Next one, number 5. We've got a picture of a bag and we've got a picture of a pipe. Put those two words together. What compound word do you make? So again, pause the video if you haven't quite had enough time. But the last one, we've got a picture of a bed and we've got a picture of a clock telling a specific time. So put the two words together that you can see to make a compound word. I keep doing that, don't I? So I'll give you the answers. So the first answer, it's not coming up on my screen, I'll tell you. So the first answer was armchair. So the first word in your, the first letter in your password would be an A. Number 2 was downstairs. Downstairs. But if you look at number 2, the highlighted square is not the last one, it's the one just before it. So the letter for your password should have been an R because we're looking at the highlighted squares for our password. Number 3, the answer was bathroom. And if we have a look, the highlighted square is our last one, so our password is M. Number 4 was chopstick. So if we have a look where the highlighted square is in chopstick, it is a P for our password. Number 5 was bagpipe. So again, if we have a look where our highlighted square is, it should be an I in our password. And the last one was bedtime. And again, if we have a look where our highlighted square was, it should have been a T in your password, which makes the password armpit. So well done to those of you that got all of those compound nouns correct. So what you're going to do now is you're going to log into Doodle, and I've assigned you a piece of work on compound nouns. I'd like you to work through that and earn year 2 as many stars as you can. Have fun!